stuff.
Speaking of crazy days, this is a crazy day too. And I really want to know more information about this, but a lot of people on the USA skateboarding quit effective
now.
Immediately.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well,
do we know what happened?
I don't really know. They were alluding to a lot of different things. It says, this is from Andrew Nicolas.
He's the USA coach.
Yeah. Right. And I think a few people left down there. Mimi Noop left.
I think Josh left.
It was a bunch of people that literally walked out of there.
I think Robert Brink, he worked there. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I didn't see him post anything.
Wow.
But anyway, he writes on his Instagram, current leadership at USA Skateboarding is no longer aligned with our high performance team and in turn are no longer laser focused on helping our athletes. The self-interest of leadership and their own idea of what's best for their entire program have taken over. On more than one occasion, I was witness to horrible treatment of our staff, constantly shooting down our ideas and concerns. Unfortunately, people with no experience at all in the space decided we did not need to be heard. My hope is to one day return to the role of a lifetime, but under leadership that will listen to reason. Treat everyone equally and with respect and not use our athletes as a way to position and financial gains.
Crazy.
Good for
Yes,
them.
sir.
Good for them. Definitely.
Straight up. Round of applause. I applaud you guys. I really want to know more about what was going on down there, but I think he's just said it all. Treatment of people, not listening, using our athletes for financial gains, just making the wrong decisions down there. Like, we're skateboarders. Like, let us run our shit.
Yeah.
Don't get involved in your little stuffy business practices in trying to fucking make a couple bucks.
Right.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? This is our livelihood.
Yeah.
This is not yours. This is what we do.
Yeah.
Leave it to us.
We know it best, so let us. That's what's sad about this whole Olympic thing. You're like, okay, that's probably going to happen. Like, it's like you heard about the snowboarding thing. There was all chaos, too, going into it at first, I heard.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, just freaking let these people up top, man, like in the Olympic committees, listen to the skateboarders, man. We know our sport. Don't just listen to us, dude. It's not our first rodeo. We've done plenty of contests.
And that's why I applaud these people
All of them.
for taking a stand and probably giving up a good, financial,
Fucking check.
job,
for sure.
for like standing up for what they believe for,
Yeah, man.
and in skateboarding,
Awesome.
So I applaud them. Again, all we have to go by is what they said on their Instagram posts.
Yeah, I would like to hear more.
I would love to hear
Sure.
more
Definitely.
about it.
But I believe in what they're doing, so I definitely trust that if they're walking away, it was for a purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it wasn't aligning with skateboarding and how the foundations of what they brought to the table.
Well, if you work for a person and they're constantly shooting down your ideas and concerns, if they're treating staff horribly, if their self-interest of leadership and their own ideas of what's best for the entire program have taken over, it's not a good place.
No.
It's not a good place. So I applaud them. Again, all we have to go by is what they're saying on their Instagram posts. And I trust these people, Mimi Noop, Andrew, and anybody else down there that walked out. So good. I hope a lot of people follow suit, and I hope people over there really take notice on, like, this is ours.
And skateboarding is important. You wanted that shit for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Like it moves mountains. So let's just listen to the skateboarders that have brought this to the table and that are actually running, the suit.
I'd like to say
this entire
something
foundation
about like the companies coming into this, like Nike, Adidas, New Balance, like all the big dogs. They're in skateboarding now, but they're letting, it sounds like, it looks like they're letting the skateboarders take control of it, right?
Right.
All the skateboard.
Look at the success that they've had.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why you're like, okay, we're going to Olympics. You need to listen to it. But maybe I'm betting that the Olympics is not used to that. They're like, no, you're doing it our ways. We don't care.
Right.
That's what just the way they are. They're like this long legacy of whatever. And you're like, hey, you guys have done amazing. Olympics have been incredible. But you have to, as time goes on, new things you're bringing in, you got to listen.
Yep.
But also, like, this is not only just the Olympics. This is like USA skateboarding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that division.
Oh,
of
okay,
it. It's
yeah,
USA
yeah.
skateboarding. So it's the body of USA skateboarding.
I wonder if it, with the USA Olympic Committee, or is it just with the skateboarding? Because then who's running the who's running the Olympic skateboarding stuff?
Sounds like suits.
Okay, because I thought Josh was like was the head dude.
There's always somebody to answer to.
I'm sure he was answering to those
There's
guys,
always
right?
somebody to answer to.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, it's a fucking suit.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And they don't understand.
And
no
hey,
doubt.
I want to say this too. This is just off of what we've heard so far with this. There's probably information out there that we don't know. So we're talking about what we know right
speculating
here.
a little bit, for
Yeah.
sure.
So I know there's sides that everyone has their story.
But
and
we're
all
gonna
these
have their
things.
sides. We're gonna have our
Yeah.
skateboarder side
Oh,
more so
dude,
than ever.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Andrew just texted me. He was watching the show, and he just wanted to say, "Love y'all, love all my athletes. Still here for all of them, and we'll continue to try and grow skateboarding."
There you
Thank
go.
you, bro.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Andrew, you're the man.
Yeah.
I applaud you and Mimi and all the other people that walked out of there. Like you said, we're only getting what you posted in your Instagram.
Yeah.
So we're only reacting to that. But if it caused you and Mimi and other people to quit, there's something going on
No
over
doubt.
there.
Straight
And I think
up.
it's bullshit. And I think that we need to control our own fate and destiny in this world of skateboarding. So I applaud you, bro, and everybody else down there. So shout out. I don't have anything else to say about it. So
Yeah,
if anybody
I mean,
else.
Andrew's a rad dude. I see him at every contest. That's where I first met him. Is going to street leagues, and he, right after I get out of a judging situation, or I'm judging the contest, he's the first one to come up to me. I could tell that he's so dedicated to his riders and what he does. And he loves skateboarding, and me and him became great friends because of that. Like he is dedicated and wants the best for skateboarding and his athletes, like he said. So-
Absolutely. And I think at the end of the day, like whether you want skateboarding in the Olympics or not, like we only want the best for our skateboarders in the Olympics.
yeah,
You know, even if you're super against skateboarding, like you still want them to be treated correctly.
yeah.
And everybody involved
all day.
in that world. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's just a horrible situation from what we know. And I applaud, like I said, again, I applaud you guys for taking a stand and walking out.
I hope-
I think that's a good move.
I think it's
you
a
know?
great move, and I hope it put whoever the big suits are or whatever, it makes them see that like, wow, we need to change this. We need to do what's right for the skateboarding.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's what I would hope from what would happen from
Because
this,
like you
right?
were just saying, like take a page out of Adidas's book, take a page out of Nike's book, take a page out of New Balance's book. Like all these companies that have had huge success in our world are literally run by skateboarders, core skateboarders that have been in the industry for 30 years. You know, it's like that's who's running our programs.
But that being said, those skateboarders are dealing with the big suits too. So,
But of
that's-
course,
yeah,
they're having success doing
exactly. They're listening to the skateboarders.
Absolutely.
So that's why
And they need
yeah.
to continue to listen.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I mean, again, why these are why we're having issues at this moment, like we're gonna yet to find out. But I mean, there's a reason behind it. So you know, we're gonna stand with these guys no matter
Oh,
what.
absolutely. 100%.
And there's already been a stigma for the Olympics anyway. You know, skateboarders we have a different mentality, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
as far as like big picture. So, being in the Olympics was already kind of like, I'm not saying that we don't want to be there, but it was already an issue. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
here's the thing, though.
Big picture wise.
Exactly. And here's the thing, though. This is, from what I understand, this is USA skateboarding. This has nothing to do with Brazil skateboarding
Yeah,
or
yeah.
China or any other country. This is just what's going on here,
Right.
and like the everything. So, again, hopefully we can get more news on this and kind of hear what really happened. But until then, hey, respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect. Glad you guys took a big stand in what you guys believe in and bounced.
Yes.
You know.
So good.
Hopefully they can learn from that. Hopefully maybe
Yeah.
they could change their ways. Maybe they'll get rid of some people up there that are making the wrong decisions and get
Yeah.
you guys back in there under some better management and circumstances.
I think
you
it'll all
because
work
I think
itself out.
we need you guys. We need Mimi. We need Andrew. We need those people in those positions.
Definitely
Well,
fighting.
they know already. Like they went to the last Olympics.
Yes.
They have a great squad. Yeah, and that's coming up soon, dude.
Yeah.
That the next Olympics is coming up in like 2 years. That's
Yeah.
quick though, for real.
Yeah.
So like there's contests going on this year that like, what are they gonna do? This
Right.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. That's
You're gonna have to figure it out
yeah.
sooner or
Yeah,
later.
they're gonna-
Straight up. So, like I said, man, applaud you guys for taking a stand and doing what you guys do best, you know, or believe in.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate situation, though, overall, you know,
Yeah.
having to deal with this bullshit, you know, being a skateboarder and like seeing the thing that you love being just like kind of pulled apart and taken advantage of.
Yeah.
It's like a shot in the heart, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost expected, right? The fucking Olympics. There was like so much shit happening around that situation in general.
It's hard to say. It's all about who's running it.
Right.
It is for sure. And I'll say this too. I'm not too like the own horn that I work for, but like working with skateboarders, skater own brand. That's why this is so fun for me personally, because my bosses just know everything about what's going on. Like you tell them like, oh, I want to go on this trip to do this and go like see a shop. They're like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, and they understand.
They understand it.
Yes.
And you tell that to somebody else, and they're like, why do you want to put that dude on the team? Like, like you know what I mean? Like, who is this guy? How many followers does he have? Like, they know skateboarding.
Yeah.
And that's why it's very important for all these corporate companies to hire skateboarders.
Yeah.
Hire people that actually know the space, because without you knowing the space, like you're not going to be able to relate to the sport or to the to the
Yeah.
skateboarding.
I mean, if you come in, you're only looking at numbers. You're probably
Yeah.
looking at what like Kelly said, Instagram followers, TikTok followers. But like, sure, that can move the needle. But like, there's so much more
definitely
to a person's brand.
anybody could do that. Look, you got a lot of Instagram followers. That's going to work great for us. Like, no, dude, that's not. There's more to it than that.
I mean, that even happened in DC when like the dude came in and cut Rob and Ken Block and all that because they were making so much money. It's like, do you realize what the fuck you just did?
You just cut the legacy of this company.
The heart
what I'm
of
saying.
that
Yeah.
company.
Like the jugular,
Yeah.
like that pumps all the brain to you, the blood to your brain. Like you just fucking,
You just full guillotine. Just boom.
So funny.
so. But anyway, shout out to all y'all for taking a stand
Yes,
and doing
definitely.
that, because I think that's very important.
That's the
you
good
know.
fight right there.
That is the good fight.
Yeah, dude. Let's switch directions.
That got us all a little heated right there.
Yeah, a little bit.
I just get
Shedding a
pissed.
little bit.
I just get pissed.
If
You know?
if you don't skate, you don't relate, and
No.
that's in so many different fields of life. Like, it's-
Right.
I think the thing with this though is like, kind of to your point, is to be expected a little bit, but for them to stand their ground and say, "Yo, we're not with the fuck shit. We're gonna walk instead
Yeah.
of sticking around and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
collecting a check because it's easy." That shows, one, the dedication, but two, that this whole organization needs to be turned upside down.
Exactly.
Yeah, no doubt.
So,
Sometimes it only takes a few to make a big noise.
exactly.
So yeah, hopefully
Important people too.
Yeah, a huge important people over there. I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In skateboarding,
Where is that like button? Right? Is it right here or right here?
Just a little scroll coming down the bottom.
it's
Subscribe.
over to it's on your
It's on my
left.
right? It's on
No,
my
on your
left.
left.
Hey,
Yeah.
hit
Right
that
there.
button right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, please.
The like button's kind of like in the middle there. It's like we're kind of.
Oh, it's like
there.
right here?
Kind of.
Like
yeah,
right
and the
there?
subscribe's like over to the left.
Like right over there. All right.